Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, the 5th of January. A little rain falling on us today. Potential for very cold air. Down the line, maybe some winter weather issues. Yeah, a lot to talk about. Let's go. Skycam shots, first off. Birmingham looking south from the Daniel Building. Low clouds are hanging over the city. Some light rain falling in spots. Tuscaloosa. Streets are wet there at the Hugh Thomas Bridge, connecting Tuscaloosa and Northport across the Black Warrior River. And down in Auburn, I bet you a lot of folks are long gone there. Might be a ghost town, as they're all in Phoenix, getting set for that national championship game. The sky down in Auburn cloudy, and they'll see some rain. In fact, they'll see more rain than we will today, more than likely. Here we go. The shortwave energy is showing up nicely on the contours there, and that's coming on through, producing some wet weather and just rain. Temperatures have been rising during the pre-dawn hours, even over in East Alabama, where Gadsden hit 29 late last night. They're up to 34. Anniston 37, mostly 40s elsewhere. Just kind of a cool, rainy day today. Here's the radar out of Birmingham a little after 5 o'clock. Some decent rain falling over in West Alabama, parts of Greene, Sumter, Marengo counties. And there's the composite, and clearly the heaviest rain is down south as expected. The southern half of Alabama could see perhaps 1/2 to 1 inch of rain today, with the amounts lighter as you go farther north. All right, let's check the QPF. And again, and by the way, this is valid through the weekend, through Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. And this is suggesting really 1.5 inches near the Gulf Coast. And keep in mind, there is another system on Sunday, so that's the rain today and the precipitation on Sunday. And up this way, suggesting about 1/2 inch. Watch warning map. Again, quiet as a mouse. We'll see if that changes next week. And again, let's look at the numbers, the temperatures. We're just kind of watching the source region, and way up there at the tippy top of the screen, it looks like the coldest spot this morning is 46.3 below zero Fahrenheit. And again, the upper air winds seem to be primed to pull that south into the continental United States next week, and it could be nasty cold for much of the lower 48. Like we're in specifics, we just can't tell you yet. You know, the longtime viewers here know that my deal, I'll tell you what I know, and I'm not going to tell you what I don't know, because it doesn't make any sense. And we don't know specifics of the cold air outbreak at this point. We just know that it's coming. But let's see what we can derive from modeling here. This is the GFS valid at noon today. This is the 06Z run. And you can see the energy coming through the flow, and down below that, it's just wet. Periods of rain today, highs in the 40s. And like we talked about, heavier rain down south. Tomorrow, that feature is on by. Got a little bit of cold air advection going on. CAA, it'll be colder, highs in the upper 40s. Friday, a little disturbance could squeeze out a few snow flurries northeast of the state and eastern Tennessee, up around Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Knoxville, Bristol. And maybe a flake or two down into the extreme northeast corner of Alabama, Jackson or DeKalb counties, but no big deal. Down here should be a partly sunny and a cool day. And Saturday, starting off the weekend, really not looking that bad. The model showing a little higher thickness value. Still, highs should be in the upper 40s. Not going to be a warm day, but not an excessively cold day. All right, snow fans, look at Sunday. And again, every model run has looked different. You know how that goes. And I'll tell you right now, first off, handling this cold air next week, the models will not be good at this. With anomalous weather like that, they're just not good, a few days in advance, much less a week in advance. But this is Sunday. Vortmax passing through South Alabama. Surface low in the Gulf. Critical thickness line near Coleman. And this is suggesting we might want to look at some risk of snow, perhaps, over the Tennessee Valley. It's, again, it's so far out. Obviously, there's not much skill at handling this, and there's not good model consistency, but just this one operational run does suggest Sunday might yield a chance of snow for parts of North Alabama, especially north of US 278. That's Hamilton to Cullman to Gadsden. All right, let's go to the European. This is valid Sunday evening at 6 o'clock local time. Down there in the bottom it says OZ Monday. That's the same thing, 6 o'clock Sunday evening our time. And the critical thickness line is way up on the Tennessee border with the European. It's really not that far off from the GFS. Actually, these two runs look pretty close, and that would suggest maybe some snow for North Mississippi and extreme northwest Alabama. And, of course, as that low pulls northeast, that rain-snow line would move south on the backside, and maybe some chance of snow down to Interstate 20, late Sunday night or early Monday morning. And just for the fun of it, how about the old Canadian? It is much warmer. This is the same time as the European. This is 6 o'clock Sunday evening, and it's got the critical thickness line, the 540 line up on the Tennessee-Kentucky border. And it's slower. That would be rain coming in here late Sunday night, maybe into Monday morning. So, and again, the Canadian has not performed well this winter season, so we kind of just look at that, but we toss it out. But really, both the GFS and the European suggesting mostly rain on Sunday here, with potential maybe for a change to snow for a brief time Sunday night. We're not going to hit it hard. It's too early to do that. Just be aware it's out there. All right, Monday, back to the GFS. That feature is by, and really it's not turning cold yet. In fact, that would yield a high only in the upper 40s on Monday. But we go to Tuesday, and here comes this deep shortwave digging through there. And down below that energy on Tuesday produces potential for some snow, light snow, over North Alabama. The heavier forcing, the better dynamic forcing north of us over Kentucky and Tennessee, with potential for some accumulating snow up there if this is right. But it's interesting to note the European dry as a bone on Tuesday. And again, this is valid Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock local time. It's got cold air advection, but no precipitation. So again, pure model madness out here. And then we'll go to Wednesday of next week, just cold. It's a 1,056 millibar high back in the source region. And you can see the gates are just wide open. I mean, that barbed wire fence up on the Canadian border is not going to hold that air back. And that would suggest maybe a few snow flurries. And then on Thursday of next week, just cold, and again, maybe some flurries. And it could be very cold. The model guidance, just don't even look at the statistics. It will not be able to handle anything like this. Just be aware for all of those folks that need to know, it could be a very significant cold wave through much of next week, the middle and latter part of next week. And at the end of the cycle on the 20th, it still looks pretty cold. A big trough to the east, and again, a big storm rolling up through New England. Of course, that is all voodoo out there, as we know. All right, that's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so this afternoon. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.